Is going on, comic book fans? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Final Order Cutoff Speculation and Recommendations video. This is the video where my good friend Al from the Comic Book Frontier, his Facebook group is linked down in the description below. We scour Final Order Cutoff looking for any books that might have a little bit of speculation or any covers that we think might do well on the secondary market in the future, so that way we can all start to make this hobby fund itself. But we also scour Final Order Cutoff looking for all the best comic books to read, because you know what, guys, this hobby is not all about speculation. This hobby is also about collecting comic books and reading those amazing freaking stories. So that's why we have the recommendations to read part at the end of this video. We give you the speculation, but then we also give you the really good books to pick up to read. Alright guys, that is the intro, so let's go ahead and cover our 2 weekly speculation reminders. Alright guys, we have our 2 weekly speculation reminders for you guys, and just a quick reminder, guys, this is a video all about comic book speculation, and comic book speculation is basically educated guesses. Al and I are making some educated guesses, and we're presenting some information to you guys today, but what we need you guys to do is do your own research. What we suggest is go check other comic book YouTubers you trust, other comic book websites that you trust, and other comic book apps that you trust. Gather the most information possible so that way you guys can make the best decisions possible for yourself. Because remember, you guys are spending your own hard-earned money on these books. Not our money, your money. And the second and final reminder that we have for you guys is that there are delays with comic books. So sometimes a book will show up multiple times on Final Order Cutoff, and that is because its release date got moved for one reason or another. But guys, those are our 2 weekly reminders. Before we dive into the speculation, let's go ahead and cover the dates for this weekend's Final Order Cutoff. If you guys are interested in picking up any of the books that Al and I are going to present to you guys today, you guys need to get your pre-orders in by October 22nd for your DC, Scout, and Vault books, and October 23rd for your Marvel and all the other indie publishers. Alright guys, that is this weekend's Final Order Cutoff Order Deadline dates, so let's go ahead and dive into my favorite part of this video, our Final Order Cutoff cover lever picks. Alright guys, there are some amazing covers hitting this weekend's Final Order Cutoff, so let's go ahead and dive right in. And the first one up is Green Lantern issue number 5. Now this is the cover E. It is the 1:50 ratio variant done by Francisco Tomaselli, and it is absolutely fantastic. But after that, we have Superman Lost issue number 8. Now this is the cover B. It is done by Lee Weeks, and it's fantastic. I really like this cover, and this cover might be a little rare, because if you think about it, how many shops are ordering lots of copies of Superman Lost, an offshoot Superman title? Probably not that many, but this cover is fantastic. But guys, next up is probably my favorite cover on Final Order Cutoff this weekend. It's Wildcats issue number 12, the cover C, which is the 1:25 ratio variant done by Chuma Hill, and this features Ladytron, and it is fantastic. But guys, next up is Amazing Spider-Man issue number 38. It is also the 1:25 ratio variant. Now this cover is done by Dyke Ruan, and if you have not been following his artwork lately, you have to, because it is absolutely fantastic, and this cover is fire. And guys, next up is Miles Morales Spider-Man issue number 12, also a 1:25 ratio variant. This cover is done by David Baldion. I want to say that's how it's pronounced. I really like this cover because of the negative space, and it is just different than the normal Miles Morales variants, and this cover is gorgeous. But guys, next up is Star Wars Bounty Hunters issue number 40. Again, this is the 1:25 ratio variant, but this one is done by Ben Harvey. I'm not a Star Wars fan, but guys, this cover is fire. Ben Harvey is putting out straight fire right now, and this cover is absolutely fantastic. I have no idea who these characters are. Are they important? Are they not? I know there's no real spec in this issue, but this cover is really good. But guys, next up are some bangers. Next up is X-Men Blue Origins issue number 1. Now this is the variant cover done by Eric M. Geist. It's fantastic. Now this is a trade dress that's up on screen right now, but there's also a 1:50 Virgin cover, which is the same cover, but obviously just a Virgin. It is also really great. I think I like the trade dress more than the Virgin, but obviously the Virgin is going to be more rare, but this cover is so great. And this book does have a little bit of speculation behind it, but guys, stay tuned to find out what that is. All right, guys, next up we have 4 total covers for Captain Marvel issue number 2. Now the first one up is going to be the variant cover done by Joshua Sway. I don't know who this character is, but this cover is fantastic. But guys, we also have Captain Marvel issue number 2, the Stormbreakers variant done by Lucas Warneck. Lucas Warneck is just putting out straight fire, and this is such a great cover. But we also have Captain Marvel issue number 2, the 1:25 ratio variant done by Stephanie Hans. It's Stephanie Hans. It's 1:25. It's really, really good. Do you guys like this cover, guys? Let me know down in the comments below. But we also have the 1:10 ratio design variant done by Jen Bartel. And again, it is just gorgeous. I'm a big design variant fan, and this is done by Jen Bartel, and it's really, really good. But guys, let's go ahead and move on. We have 3 more covers. Next up is Spider-Gwen Smash, the artist foiled variant done by Peach Momoko. Peach released this cover a while ago, and I absolutely love it. This is definitely one of my favorite Peach covers. Is it one of her best, or is it just okay? You guys let me know down in the comments below. But guys, let's move on. We have Howard the Duck issue number 1. Now this is the variant cover done by Skottie Young. But you guys know I show you every single Skottie Young cover, and this one's actually pretty good. And the final cover that I have for you guys is Harley Quinn issue number 34. Now this is the cover C. It is the art germ variant, and it's also the DC holiday card special. Guys, the artwork is pretty good. I actually do not love this cover. I would love to know what you guys think about this down in the comments below. But guys, those are all my cover lover picks. I could not find any second prints, third prints, or beyond, so we're gonna go ahead and skip over that section and dive right into the final order cutoff speculation. Alright guys, Al and I were able to find 6 books that had a little bit of speculation. You know, first appearance, second appearance, cameo, or origin story, or some other thing that might be worthy of a little speculation. So let's go ahead and dive right in. And the first one up is World's Finest Teen Titans issue number 5. Now this has the first team appearance of the Anti-Titans. And after that, we have Outsiders issue number 1. Now, this has the first appearance of the Drummer, a female version of the planetary character. And also the first appearance of the Third Man, a villain with a secret buried beneath Antarctica. Now you can see both of these characters also on cover A. So they have a first appearance in this book, and they're also on the cover. That's pretty good. But guys, after that is Incredible Hulk issue number 6 with the first appearance of the Spirit of Vengeance from 100 years ago. I've also seen him referenced as the zombie Ghost Rider. So that's pretty cool. We got a first appearance of the zombie Ghost Rider. But guys, after that, we have X-Men Blue Origins issue number 1 with the origin of Nightcrawler. Supposedly, this is the tale that's never been told before. But guys, after that is Howard the Duck issue number 1 with the first appearance of Pepper, an all-seeing cosmic entity. And the last book that has a little bit of speculation is Kill Philadelphia issue number 31 with the guest appearance of Spawn, Savage Dragon, and Dracula, which is really freaking cool that these characters are crossing over into this universe of Kill Philadelphia. It's the first time that it's ever happened for that series. Alright guys, those are all the books that Al and I were able to find that had a little bit of speculation. Stay tuned and I'll come back with my spec picks of the week. Before we dive into my spec picks of the week, I just gotta tell you guys, the spec game has truly evolved over the last year or so. People have gone from truly speculating on first appearance, second appearance, to really speculating on amazing cover art. Because if you follow the House of Stein and you see his top 10 video that he puts out every single Friday, you will notice a lot of the top 10 is filled with covers that are selling well on the secondary market. And my spec picks for this week are all cover lover picks, because the 6 books that had a little bit of speculation, I really don't think are worthy of investing any money in. But some of these cover lover picks, I think you can. So let's go ahead and cover my spec picks of the week, which are all cover lover picks. The first one up is Wildcats issue number 12, that 1/25 Chuma Hill featuring Ladytron. I think that cover is absolutely gorgeous, and Chuma Hill's popularity has grown as of late, so I think this cover has a chance to do really well on the secondary market. And after that, we have that Miles Morales issue number 12, also the 1/25 ratio variant done by David Baldeon. It is just a different style of cover. It's absolutely fantastic, and that cover would pop on someone's wall with all that red. But guys, the last one that I really like is X-Men Blue Origins issue number 1. Now remember, there is the trade dress in the 1/50 version. I think the 1/50 version is going to be the book for the quick flip, but I think the trade dress could do well down the line. You know, like 5-10 years down the line. I think this cover is that good. It is absolutely gorgeous, and I think people are going to look after it. But guys, any of these 1 in 25s could do well on the secondary market, but I think the 3 that I just brought up are going to be the best for the quick flips. But guys, those are my spec picks of the week. I would love to hear your thoughts on the evolving spec game down in the comments below. But let's go ahead and move on to the next section, which is my new comic book day cover lover picks for next week's new comic book day, which is October 25th of 2023. There are some really beautiful covers coming out on next week's new comic day, and I'm so excited to show you some of these. Now, I do believe some of these covers will do well on the secondary market, but I'm just giving you guys the information. You guys do what you want with it. All right, guys, the first one up is The Flash issue number 2. Now, this is the cover D, which is the artist spotlight variant done by Gabriel Dell'Otto. This is a stunning, stunning Flash cover. It's so gorgeous. It's Gabriel Dell'Otto at like the height of his game, in my opinion. That's how good I think this cover is. But guys, the next 3 covers are all for Dark X-Men issue number 3, and they're all really good. The first one up is the Skottie Young variant. Guys, I'll show you all the Skottie Young variants because I truly don't know which ones are going to strike a chord on the secondary market, and this one featuring Madeline Pryor is actually really good. Now, the next 2 covers are both done by David Nakayama, and they have the same basic artwork, but 2 different color backgrounds. The first one I'm going to show you is the one with the black background. We got Madeline Pryor. She's got some like fire coming off her hands, and she looks amazing. Absolutely stunning. But guys, there's also a version, which is a foil with an orange background, which pops so well. It is so gorgeous. You can get this for $40 on unknowncomics.com or on David Nakayama's website. Guys, there will be links down in the description below where you can pick these covers up. They are gorgeous. Now, exclusives sometimes don't do super well on the secondary market, but these covers are really stunning in my opinion. But guys, I have 2 more covers to show you, and the first one up is going to be for Captain Marvel issue number 1. Now, this is the 1 in 100 Virgin variant done by Jen Bartel. It's Jen Bartel, Captain Marvel. She looks amazing on this cover. I love it. It's a 1 in 100. Now, I'm not sure how rare this cover is going to be because I know some shops will order 100 copies of Captain Marvel because she is a big character at Marvel. But I think a lot of the small shops aren't going to be ordering 100 copies of this book. So this book could be pretty rare. So guys, keep your eye out for that book. And the last cover that I got to show you is an awesome Skottie Young cover. This is for Universal Monsters Dracula issue number 1. Now, I think this was an exclusive that you can get through his website only. Guys, I will double check that information, and if I am wrong, I will record a new bit and correct myself right here. Alright guys, those are my cover lover picks for next week's new comic book day. Those are the covers that I think could do well on the secondary market in the future. Guys, let me know what your favorite cover was down in the comments below. Alright guys, let's go ahead and dive into the final section of this video, which is my final order cutoff recommendations to read. I was able to find 2 books on this weekend's final order cutoff that the story just sounds so freaking amazing. I just had to share these with you guys. And the first one up is called The Agent issue number 1. Now, this is coming from a creative team I've never heard of before, but the synopsis sounds so good. Now, the writer on this book is Matteo Gabella, and the artist is Fernando Dagnino. I want to say I pronounced their names correctly, but if I didn't, guys, let me know down in the comments below. But guys, just listen to this synopsis. For some, magic is a myth. For others, it is a weapon. What if witchcraft really existed? If our beliefs, superstitions, and legends were material? This is what Rhyme, a young narcotics lieutenant, must question when she finds herself confronted with the impossible. While staking out a subway deal, a suspect magically kills his informant and drives the entire station into madness with just a handful of weed. Rhyme miraculously escapes unscathed. She's unaware, but she is a witch. And that fact arouses the interest of a very particular unit of French Secret Services. A group of special agents who, like the criminals they hunt, have mastered the art of sorcery. Welcome to a world where it is better to wear an amulet than a bulletproof vest, and where a simple curse by email can destroy you more surely than a bomb. Between thriller, espionage, and fantasy, Matteo Gabella and DC Comics artist Fernando Dagnino present a powerful adventure. That just sounds really freaking amazing. I'm a big fan of magic. Harry Potter is like one of my favorite books of all time. The Magic Order by Mark Millar is freaking amazing. So I am all in on this book. This book sounds too good to pass up. How many of you guys have never heard of The Agent issue number 1? Guys, let me know down in the comments below. But if you are already aware of this, guys, let me know where you heard of this book, because I never heard of it before. And now, after reading that synopsis again, I am just over the moon excited. But guys, there is one other title that I found that sounds really interesting. It is called This Ends Tonight, Chapter 1. Now, this is coming from writers Jerry Duggan, Kelvin Mayo, and Robert Wyndham, and has art by Jay Lee and colors by June Chung. Now, what has got me really excited for this book is that the interior art is going to be done by Jay Lee. I don't think I've ever seen a book with interior art by Jay Lee. If I have, I've completely forgot about that book, but I've seen so many covers but never interior art. So I'm all in on this book because I just want to see that. But guys, check out the synopsis of this book. It's also really cool. Jerry Duggan and Jay Lee team up with co-writers Kelvin Mayo and Robert Wyndham and colors June Chung for this action-packed 3-issue limited series which tells interconnected stories of violence, mayhem, in Las Vegas. In this first issue, 2 sisters fight their way across Las Vegas in a savage race to save their lives. Now that's really all we get, but it's art by Jay Lee. That's all I need to know. That just sounds so freaking cool. I'm sure the interiors are going to be absolutely gorgeous. Now, I do want to ask you guys a question. Are you guys excited about a book that has a very brief synopsis that just basically says violence and mayhem? And the only other thing that we're really getting is that Jerry Duggan and these 2 other writers that I've never heard of before are writing this book, but Jay Lee's doing the interior. Does that get you excited? Because it has me really excited. I would love to know what you guys think down in the comments below. But guys, that is the final book that I found on this weekend's Final Order Cutoff. That is a new number 1 that's got me really excited to pick up a new comic. But guys, if there's others that I missed, let me know down in the comments below. But we're at the end of this video, so let's go ahead and wrap this video up. Alright guys, we are at the end of the video, and to each and every single one of you who are still watching this video right now, I just first gotta say, thank you for still watching right now, but also remind each and every single one of you, you guys are legends. Thank you guys so much for sticking around to the end of the video. Now guys, look down real quick. Have you guys hit that like button just yet? If you haven't, do me a favor and smash that like button. Now, one last thing before we sign off. If you guys watch that video and you guys like comic book content, especially current comic book content, and you guys are not subscribed, what are you doing? Get yourself subscribed, hit that bell for notifications, and smash that like button. Alright guys, that's going to do it for me this week. It's been one hell of a week. Been super busy at work, super busy making videos, but I've had so much fun. Hope you guys have a fantastic weekend, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.